Hello, fellow pipers. Yanis here,
Steve here.
and welcome to our 20-minute pipe show.
Welcome.
Smoking this downhill Shellbriar 5110, my birth year pipe. And in it, what we are smoking today with Silvio, this Gladora tobacco from Gladora Tobacco Company, PC Canoe Series Oriental Flake. Sorry for the glare.
And I'm smoking this 1967 downhill Shellbriar. It is made in 1966 and sold, in 67 and sold in 1968. It has another little number after the made in England, the year that was made and the year that was sold.
So is it yeah.
Shellbriar 59 FT, Group 4.
Yeah. Is it the second number underlined?
No. It's just a little bit underneath the real number. It's here a little bit
Okay,
further down.
great.
Yeah,
So,
I'm smoking the same tobacco as you.
yeah, just let me show you the flake, the thickness, more towards the Samuel Gavitt thickness, not so thick, but more to that uh, version of flakes, a little bit bigger, more like cob tobacco, and brighter than those two that we were smoking in our past videos. So Latakia Flake 20 and Latakia Flake 40. So
Yeah, and this is very perfumey when you smell the jar. So it has some toppings, but very interesting.
okay. So Silvio, shall we start with the tip?
Yeah, I see now that it's all about sell, money. I see that Smoking Pipes put up some, if you can believe this, pipe tobacco
Humidor.
humidor. Yeah, it has 2 jars in a huge box like this. You will need like 500 boxes like this for 2 jars and 2 jars. So Smoking Pipes are milking this hobby more than snuff and things are milking the STG McBaron Sutcliffe debacle, let's say. That guy is milking this topic. Oh, mama. Yeah. So
Okay, the tip.
the tip. This is my humidor. I have a lot of open jars like this. So I've come up with this idea many years ago, and it works. As I said, I only show you stuff that I'm using, and it's working. So you take the jar, you put some water. I'm using absolutely tap water, just tap water. And you spray from the distance some water, so it won't make very big droplets, And you put it, and this is the best way to keep your tobacco at the proper moisture level. Yeah. And
Yeah,
I'm drinking some kombucha today. First time trying kombucha with cardamom. Yeah.
I hope you wrote your testament.
Yes, I did. It's just one line. It's short. No problem. Yeah. But let me show you what was my internet when I bought my first pipe 27 years ago. So this is the pipe. A Stanwell Shape 88 Army mount, 9mm. So this is my last Stanwell that I ever got. You gifted me this. It's brand new. I will never use it. And this is my first ever serious pipe because I had a Chinese rubber pipe for a few months. This is a pipe. And I did not know how to pack a pipe, of course. I struggled with that Chinese pipe without knowing anything about it. And I didn't have internet back then. And this is how I learned how to smoke, to pack a pipe. In this box, there was this little thing. And it tells you about the 3-pinch method and how you should not smoke the tobacco all the way to the bowl. You might damage the bowl. Bullshit. I never did that. I don't finish all the way to the bowl because I don't like the taste of it, but I don't think it's a problem. So this was my internet, this little booklet. Yeah, I thought it's interesting to show you how I learned how to pack a pipe.
So just one internet page.
One internet page, yeah. Yeah.
Great, great.
And that was enough for 8 years. Just this pipe, all kinds of blends I wanted, and that little booklet, and I never had a problem. I never needed more than that. Yeah, it was fine.
You know, I found it interesting when you were talking about buying the first pipe and smoking only that pipe for the first 8 years, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
And out of that, you concluded that this is why you didn't start to designate pipes to certain tobacco blend types.
Yeah.
Because you had only one pipe and you were using it for.
Yeah.
I mean, I started differently. I started with like 3 pipes, and immediately after that there were 7 and more and more and more. So slowly but surely, I have started designating pipe to a certain pipe tobacco blends. So this is what I found interesting. Why maybe this comes? Why you do it or you don't do it? But there are many other reasons, like I don't know. You're talking about ghosting the pipe and.
Yeah, I think that what people get wrong about this is the actual designation of a pipe for a blend that. So it's backwards, that ghosts a pipe. I see people that they use only one pipe, let's say for Condor, and they say it is ghosting the pipe. It is ghosting the pipe. I won't use any other pipe. But just because the fact that you only use that pipe to smoke Condor, it will ghost the pipe. When you buy a vintage pipe and it's ghosted, it is ghosted because this is all the guys smoked aromatics in that pipe. But if you're like me, you have, let's say, more than 30 pipes and you rotate them, and you now smoke, let's say, Saint Bruno here, then 2 months later, again, this pipe comes, its turn comes, and you smoke, I don't know, a Latakia. Then again, in 1 month, it's its turn, you smoke a Virginia. Then again, in 3 months, again, this pipe comes up, and you smoke a Burley, and then a 1792, a guy with aromatics. It will never ghost. None of my pipes are ghosted, although I smoke go with aromatics all the time. So it's actually designating it, only smoking one thing in it, and of course, it will be very ghosted. But if you rotate them all the time and smoke whatever you want, they won't ghost. But this is just a preference. I didn't know you have to do it, and I never had a problem. You know, you learn differently. It's your choice. But what I want to say is, it's not really imperative, really needed. You know, maybe for some hard Danish aromatics. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that this goes for a number of things that we do while smoking a pipe or while preparing a pipe or just being a pipe smoker, is that you can do it in a very simple way.
Yeah.
Or you can do it with a lot of different customs and procedures and so on. I mean, there is no wrong way to do it.
Yeah.
It's either more simple or more complex or more rational or maybe even irrational way how to do some stuff. It's always did because it's our taste, it's the way how we want to do it, what means to us, or if we like to complicate a little bit, especially when we are talking about the way of life or hobbies or whatever. So I think that there is a number of things, meaning number of things that we do while before smoking a pipe, after refurbishing, and so on and so forth, cellaring tobacco, whatever, that we can do it in a simple way or the complex way. And there is no wrong way. I want to repeat this. It's just what is not so much better for you, but what you like more. It can be better for you, or it can be maybe more expensive that way. Like, let's say, using balsa.
Yeah.
They even write on balsa, you can use it 2 to 3 times or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I'm using it only once. That's
It's
it.
your preference. Yeah.
My preference. I use it once, throw it away, and that's it. I mean, it's a little bit more costly because this is not add-on, let's say. If you want to use it often, if you have these 9mm, 6mm pipes, this one has an inner tube here. But you do what you do you, and I do me, and so on. So it's more about that. But we just want to emphasize that it's not necessary to complicate. You can do it.
Exactly.
You can feel great about it, but you don't. It's not really needed for pipe smoking.
Yeah.
But at the end, the way you do it is the way you feel the best when you smoke a pipe, prepare a pipe, refurbish a pipe, work with the tobacco, whatever. I mean, I also complicate a lot, but this is the way how I do it. It's my decision. But it's not totally necessary to do it that way.
At least try it for yourself. Don't listen to anybody. Another good examples is I used to smoke cigars, and I had some great Colibri torch lighters, and I always lighted my pipe with a torch lighter, and I still do it. None of my pipes I ever burned here, or I didn't even thought about it. You should not use it. I see everybody, oh, don't use a torch. I'm using it for 25 years, let's say. I never had a problem. I did not even know you should not use it. So many pipers are making such a big deal out of it. It's unbelievable. Even beginners, they are making a video channel, and now they are preaching this. Have you tried it at least? No. Same with this. You rarely see me using this or a temper. I did not have a temper for 10 years or more. And when I wanted to buy this, I had to go to the center of the city and buy them. So I was lazy and I barely bought this. And when my pipe was gurgling, I came up with this idea to cover the bowl and do this, and they work perfectly. So if you don't hear about all these myths and pseudoscience stuff, you won't even know that they are bad, you know? So try for yourself and then make a decision. Like you tried balsa to use it for 3 times, 4 times, and you did not like it, and now you use it each time a different piece of balsa because you at least tried it. You prefer it this way. But so many new pipers are preaching already. They just started, and they are spreading all this stuff, and it perpetuates these complications forever.
So I mean, it's totally good that when you start doing something like, let's say, smoking a pipe, that you take in a lot of information from other people, especially in these days when everything is online. But then when you are going along with pipe smoking, you try it yourself, and then when you see, does this work for you? Is the effort that you have to put in that way of, let's say, preparing something, cleaning something, smoking, whatever, is this okay with you, or it's too complicated and you want to simplify? So maybe if you started that way, you can still simplify later on. You do what you want, but if you still want to do it in a more complex way, do it. I mean, if you enjoy pipe smoking because of that, do it. I mean, it's totally good, but it's not necessary. Let's say.
Absolutely.
This was something.
You made a great point.
Yeah, and this goes for multiple things with the pipe smoking. Now, Silvio, you already smoked this blend.
Yeah.
Tell me, this is only Virginia and Oriental / Turkish. And this Gladora Tobacco company, they are trying, as I can see from the descriptions, they are really trying to emphasize their uh, oriental tobaccos, and that all tobaccos used are being grown in Turkey, let's say.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know how goes this well with Virginia, because Virginia usually needs more water, not so scorching weather like it's in East Mediterranean, and
yeah.
it's more about US and some other countries where there is, let's say, more water present in the nature. Of course, the soil is different if it's Eastern Mediterranean and so on. But nevertheless, let's say that let's go with this idea that all the tobacco comes from Turkey,
Yeah.
meaning also maybe from the Turkish part of the Cyprus regarding Latakia. But what I
Yeah.
want to say is that this tobacco, and this is something that we somehow came to and conclude, that this tobacco, when you open a tin or a jar or whatever, has a really strong perfumey smell.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
It has
and
some toppings,
it
some
has to have
floral.
something that is really nice and with a nice smell and so on. I mean, but otherwise, the Oriental tobacco should be a little bit sweet and sour, a little bit spicy, and maybe you get some hints of flowers, and it's less sweet than Virginia. But here we
Yes.
get that quite strong perfumey note. So what is your take on this tobacco, Silvio?
Yeah. Like I always respect this theory that Per Jensen from McBaron said years ago, that if you taste something in a tobacco, a fruit, a flower, or something, it definitely has that. So don't go thinking, oh, maybe it's the Oriental that tastes like plums. And no. So it has some toppings. What I like about it, it's a very dry tobacco. A dry taste, like a dry wine, let's say. It's a dry smoke. It's not very sweet. It's a bit sour, floral, and it's a great. Uh, if it was also very not that dry as a smoke, with this floral stuff, it would have been not a great all-day blend. But being a dry, I repeat, like a dry wine, a dry smoke. I don't know how to put it. And with this sourness, not too much sweetness, it makes a very white ash, as you can see, something that I always like in a tobacco. It's a great all-day blend with a little bit of perfumey
Mhm.
taste,
Yeah.
but I like it very much.
So this is only Virginia and Oriental tobacco. So this is the same blend type that Drama Reserve that I gave you is, meaning Virginia Oriental. No
Yeah.
Latakia in this blend, no Latakia, but really when you open and smell it, it's like, they always say that this is like the tobacco has three smells, let's say. One is the one that you open a tin and just smell it first time, because it
Yeah.
can be that they put something on the tobacco for you when you open it and you smell it, or you open it at the tobacconist that has bulk tobacco, you can smell it like this. The tobacco that smells differently when you are smoking it or tasting it, let's say, and later on the tobacco, that the smell that you get in the room. So this one here, it's quite perfumey, but getting while smoking, this perfuminess is diminish quite a lot. You still get some, but it diminishes quite a lot, and
Yes.
you are
Yeah.
getting this really nice Virginia Oriental blend.
Yeah, it's crazy how different the tobacco smells when you open the tin, and how different it smells in a month.
Hmm.
Like that capstan. When I opened the tin, it smelled like nothing. But later, after a month, it smells strongly of vinegar. Same with this. When I got it, it was like not smelling too much of anything. But now, when I smelled it, it was floral, strongly something perfumy. Very interesting how they develop with oxygen.
Yeah, it's really interesting
Yeah.
because I don't know if they aimed with these blends for the European and later on US market and other markets, or it was first designated for Turkish market. And this is something they prefer there. We don't know. We know that they made a lot of really good cigarettes in the past with Oriental tobacco and stuff like
Yes.
that. So totally
Yeah.
different, not only like Virginia only or Burley only, like in the US or in the Europe was Virginia and so on. So they did do different things with the tobacco, even with the for cigarettes, to put in this Oriental tobacco that has this little bit flowery, perfumey, maybe taste. I don't know. So it's
Yeah.
something they have in their tradition, the Turk.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything else, Silvio?
If we are on this topic, things that I do different because I did not know about them, and I'm fine. Another thing is that I don't do that fake lighting and true lighting, and I just pack the pipe, I light it, and I smoke it as long as I can. So again, what I want to say is I'm fine, without all this stuff. So try things for yourself before you publish them in public, let's say, as an advice.
Yeah, then
That's
this way more practical information will be circulating, not only what
bravo. Yes.
everybody is saying. So Silvio often says, I first try something and then I tell people like a tip or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good advice, let's say. But
Thank you.
anyway, do it your way, do it however you want it.
Absolutely.
The most important thing is that you enjoy smoking the pipe, enjoy the time while you're smoking it, and that you enjoy it enough to have a certain way of doing things, you know, either complex or simple, whatever. The most
Yeah.
important is that you enjoy it. And that
Yeah.
let's stop here. So I hope you
Okay.
have enjoyed this topic. I mean, it opens quite a lot of other questions, but it's
Yeah.
more about personal preference than what is right and what is wrong. But it's just, a food for thought. So
Yeah. Speak less about pipe smoking and smoke more, and you will become better at it.
okay.
Yes.
So thank you again for taking time and watching the show. And until we meet again, I wish you all a lot of pleasant smokes.